So over to you, Deepa, and thank you for joining here. A bit more of Deepa. Okay, I'm sorry I lost the last something about her. So about her, with an experience of 15 plus years in technical documentation, she has been working with conversational style writing since 2020. And after moving to this style, the transformed documentation, she found it that it has better clarity, it is simpler and has active sentences. So this style of writing makes the documentation better structured and concise. Uh, can just a minute.
You go ahead, Pallavi.
Sorry about that. She has created intuitive product documentation and training materials, and she's always interested in trying new methodologies and processes that simplify writers' workload and save time. I am just so intrigued by her. So over to you, Deepa, now.
Thank you, Pallavi.
Most welcome, Deepa. We look forward for the session.
Sure, thank you. Yeah. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining today's session. Tech Writers Tribe is all about sharing, caring, and preparing. And I thought, why not share my knowledge in preparing ourselves for the upcoming trends and writing standards in documentation. So, this is a new approach to documentation. And as Pallavi said, been working on this for the past 3 years. And yes, it's kind of more fun and interesting than what we've been doing for the past 15 years. So uh, I hope you can see my slides. Um,
Yes, Deepa, we can.
Thank
Yes.
you. Let me stop my video for a minute so that we'll focus on the slides. Just a second. Yeah. Um, yeah. Thank you, Pallavi and Puneet. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I'm in this captions. Okay. Thank you, Puneet and Pallavi, for organizing this event. And in today's session, we'll be looking at conversational style writing, and we'll have sample activities where you can just you'll work on the samples and you can come up with your own conversational style writing. So, what should we see in conversational style writing? We will be seeing why, what, where, and how conversational style writing is applied. I would like to introduce some examples to you. You will also understand how to rewrite uh, some sample docs today. So let's explore the reasons why we need a new approach. Conversational style uses informal tone to make the reader feel more connected. It improves readability as it is simpler and easier. Conversational style eliminates redundant information. Conversational style information is structured so well, and the information is presented to the point using descriptive titles. So, conversational style stands out in SEO, search engine optimization. And in short, you can just say it makes everything easier, both for the writer and the reader. If I'm going fast, please let me know so that I can go a little slow. Thank you. So, let's see a small comparison. In traditional style writing, the look and feel is the same. You don't have a friendly feeling. But in conversational style writing, It is more straightforward and business friendly. Look at this example here. There's this big line which is like going round robin basis. But if you look at this conversational style writing, it is just to the point. Let's buy a chocolate cake. That's it. So this is a detailed example of what we generally write. Like even the description is all about conversational writing here. So if you look at the traditional writing part, you will see more passive writing. But in conversational style, you will see active voices used. If you look at the sentences, you can see that they are complex. In conversational style, we prefer writing simple sentences. And then if you look at this traditional writing, you can find that interjunctions or contradictions are not allowed. But
Geeta,
conversational style, yeah,
Geeta, can you just click on hide on that sharing link you see at the bottom? At the bottom. No, no, no,
yeah,
not there. On your screen, can you see this Teams Microsoft.com is sharing us your
yeah, right.
screens? Click hide here. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
sorry.
it.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Let me go back 1 second. Yeah. So in traditional style, you will find that third person usage is not supported. Sorry, third person usage is supported. In conversational style, first person and second person usage is supported. But generally, what we have seen so far in Oracle documentation is we have used only second person usage. So moving on, uh, Neil Patel, he conducted a survey, A/B test. Uh, he published two blogs, one following traditional style and the other following conversational style writing. He tracked the number of readers and the visit time, and he came up with an analysis. So here's the chart showing the analysis. Uh, so, this is so fast. If you look at the analysis, you will find that um, the number of readers has increased from 100 to 250. Sorry, 350. That is almost 250 times more. And if you look at the time taken, it has increased from 1.22 to 4.45. This is the visit time per reader. So the results support that conversational style is better than traditional style of writing. So what is conversational style? So when I just say conversational style, what comes to your mind? Can you share what words come to your mind? Can someone share?
More personal, as if you're talking to your reader.
Right. So it is direct. Can someone else do? Okay.
Um, I feel it is not very formal. Like it will be like an just like an interaction. Yeah, like what you have
Right.
shown.
Right.
Not like we should not feel like a formal. That's the thing. Like
Right. When you say all about conversational style writing, we should remember these words, titles. It is informal communication, focus, meaningful sentences, concise information, shorter topics, a lot of examples and use cases, intuitive information, action verbs, and active voice. So, conversational style is all about connecting with your readers through descriptive titles, concise and meaningful information presented in a direct and informal way, using a lot of examples and use cases. Conversational style uses active voice and action verbs. So, what does conversational style do? What is conversational style writing? Conversational style writing It engages the readers. It has more personality. It presents information in an informal tone and it makes the reader feel more connected. It persuades. Conversational style is simple and the information flow is smooth. So if your feature includes lot of updates, then they are chunked down to as many smaller topics as possible and it persuades the reader to stay longer. Sorry about the train. I live right next to the railway tracks. Just wait for the train to pass. Yeah, sorry again. I repeat, if your feature includes lot of updates, then they are chunked down into smaller topics, as many smaller topics as possible, and it persuades the reader to stay longer. So it presents information in an easy to understand manner that gives the reader a great user experience. Here, information is presented to the point, not more, not less. So, yeah, we've been saying what conversational style does. Here is one more slide. I included this especially to uh, stress or what do you call emphasize that conversational style is not careless, though it is a more relaxed and more direct form of communication. It is not disrespectful, unprofessional, or careless. You must follow basic grammar, capitalization, and punctuation rules. You must also stick to the style guidelines. So, where can we implement conversational style writing? Can someone reply to this, please?
So
UX
we have
writing.
started.
Right.
Sorry.
UX
Yeah.
writing. One more, please. I didn't hear.
So we have started using for developer documentation.
Okay, developer documentation.
Yeah, for any
Right.
system text for that matter, any API text or UX
Right.
writing, right?
Right.
Any system
I
text.
guess
Yeah.
you just nailed it. So, any content you publish, you can use conversational style, be it blogs, social media posts, landing pages, white papers, and emails. Everything, any content that you publish can be written in conversational style. Of late, I have found that user assistance documentation and mobile magazines also follow on conversational style writing. Can someone share like how do you find have you read conversational style based posts and how do you find it?
Can you please repeat the question?
No, can you share how you felt when you read social media posts that were written using conversational style writing?
Actually, whenever for my from my experience, whenever I have read this post which are like in a conversational style, I feel more connected and like I feel like reading them more. And I would also like to refer it, or I may also suppose they have given some link, in social media. Okay, when they are talking about a particular topic, then I would actually will click and go to further topics also. Means it's for me, it's more like wanting to read more and I feel connected.
Right. So, from my experience, I've been I've been working as a technical writer for more than 15 years, and I have followed formal style of writing almost during most of my career years. Like, if you just wake me up from sleep and ask me, I will be able to tell you, like, this is the standard. No, you should not use contractions and all that. But yeah, it took some change, but this change was so refreshing and more fun to write because you feel that you are connected to the user because you address them directly. And it is also like, uh, I don't know, it gives you more, little more uh, bandwidth than you write for traditional style. So, as a writer, it gives you more, uh, I would say, happiness or satisfaction in writing. So now we have seen why conversational style writing, what conversational style writing is, and where you can apply conversational style writing. Let's move on to how to apply conversational style writing. So if you're ready to develop your own conversational style writing, um, I would like to suggest some simple changes that are easy to apply. So before doing this, I will present a simple process flow to transform your existing documentation to conversational style. Plan. Skim through the existing documentation and pick up some topics to transform. Apply. Do some simple noticeable changes to the sample topics. Test. Share the content with intermediate reviews and incorporate relevant feedback into your sample. Pub- Launch. Publish the topics and see the result. Analyze the result and check for page visits and time taken per visit. You will definitely notice that the number of visits and the visiting time has increased over time. So moving on. See, these are some 5 simple changes that you can easily apply to your existing documentation, but they will show a greater improvement or changes to your to the output or the way you have written. So here's the first step. Match titles with content. So out of 10 people who read information, only 2 of them read the headlines. Only 2 of them read the entire content. So most of the people read only the headlines. And if they like the headlines or if they are able to understand the headline, then they go ahead and read the text beyond. So generally, only 2 out of 10 people read the entire content. So it is all in the title. Let us see some well written titles and structured information. So this is Oracle Help Center information. And if you look at the titles, you can see that the titles are descriptive. So if you look at this, what's the difference between export to Excel and desktop integration for Excel? See, setup desktop integration. Generally, we tend to write shorter headings, but in conversational style writing, you are encouraged to write descriptive longer headings that actually attracts the reader to review your information. So let us see another example. This is from Google Chrome. And if you look at the titles, it is so descriptive, and I'm sure like the reader will know that this is the one I've been looking for, and I can just click and look at it. And if you look at the information here, let's see, I'm sorry, thought I had put the entire slide here. So if you look at this information, this pane itself, like there is just one single pane with the information, and the reader need not scroll down. You don't see any scroll bar here, which is different from traditional writing. I don't know how many people have written earlier. I have written 4 or 5 pages in one topic, and even for editing, we need to scroll down to find some information and edit it. Like even the writer finds it tiresome, and the reader, I'm sure, will find it even more tiresome to scroll down large chunks of information. Instead, if you just present the exact information that they are looking for, the reader will be more like, it is a great user experience for the reader. So the focus should be on the titles. Titles should be descriptive and match with the content. So intuitive images. Um, can someone share how tiresome it is to include screenshots and why?
It's hard to change them whenever the product changes, right?
Exactly.
So
Whenever the product changes, um, as such, I would like to share an example where I worked in a company where the company name was in an expanded form, and there was just a brand change, name of the company change, and we had to change almost like thousands of screenshots that had the brand name, and this change was done like almost every alternate release because the brand name kept changing. I mean, the logo kept changing. So why should we include screenshots until they are absolutely necessary for the reader? I have seen many screenshots showing the main window. Click the menu icon, and then they will show the image with the menu icon clicked. Again, next step will be the dialog box that opens. There will be text that this dialog box opens. Again, they will have this dialog box open. And again, so unless until it is like the reader cannot understand or see the settings, if there are any like hidden settings that the reader has to look at the screenshot and understand, we should always avoid intuitive images and long screenshots. So while I say we need to avoid intuitive images, it is also important that we add uh, flow diagrams and inf- information, uh, call it,
infographics, right?
yes,
Important.
infographics and process flow diagrams. They are important, but yeah, only when necessary. So what do you think about this tip? We had a tough bargain to um, with our development team, saying that we will discard all screenshots. Only we will use only those screens that are necessary, absolutely necessary. Otherwise, we are going to discard the screenshots. So initially, it took some time to make them understand, but over time, now they themselves they say that yeah, you won't use the screenshot, right? Yeah, fine. We will go for this instead. So that is how you build the what do you call, you try to bargain and come to a point, but make sure that you avoid intuitive images in your documentation. Connect with your readers. So in conversational style writing, we ask rhetorical questions. I mean, a question, it makes people stop and think about what they want to say. I'm really sorry. So ask rhetorical questions. Why should we ask questions? Questions actually changes the way your words flow together. Asking questions and providing concise answers using informal tone, it makes the reader feel more connected with your topic. Break all the complex sentences into shorter sentences. So celebrate simpler words. This is another jargon of conversational style writing. We have to use simple words, simple sentences, so that it is easy for the reader to understand. This is another huge change from traditional writing. Um, I'm sure, like, you can comprehend when I say I've written sentences like bec- this is this happened so far, like for this reason we are changing this setting to this to achieve this. So it is like a complex sentence with more conjunctions included. Now it is very simple, like you just give the reason, you give the action, and then you give the observation or whatever is the result in three different sentences, three simple sentences. Here's an example of how you can chunk a long sentence into a shorter sentence. So, just for readability, I was not able to edit the text, so I will just read the sentence. through offering revolutionary SEO services that are tailored to your unique needs and perfectly fit your budget. I can help you improve your search engine rankings and attract unique customers and clients to your website. And in the process, I can help you generate more business. This is traditional writing. So, how have they changed it? I offer tailored SEO services that perfectly fit your needs and budget. You will attract more clients and search engines from search engines and generate more business. Direct to the point, and all the jargons are used, but not much. Like, you will attract more clients and search engines. Yeah, why? Because it helps you generate more business. When you write new information, always use active voice. So this is another tip in conversational style writing. Conversational style writing uses active voice. So in existing documentation, if you have sentences in passive voice, please convert them to active voice. So when you use passive voice, you remind the reader that a writer is at work. So you break the illusion that we are having a conversation. So to achieve conversational style writing, you must get rid of the passive voice and make your sentences more explicit, direct, and easier to understand. So here is another change that we do at Oracle. We don't use the word following until it is following something. So here we don't use the following parameters. We generally use these parameters, but here it is passive. So before you run the setup, you need these parameters. So in a nutshell, I'm presenting all 5 tips. The first one is to match the titles and the content. Next is to avoid intuitive images. Then connect with your readers, cut long sentences short, and then use active voice. So far, has someone any question? Like, can you come up with any questions? Please feel free to ask.
Deepa, we have a question in the chat. I'm not sure if that's related. Any tips? Kirandeep asks, any tips on converting passive voice into active? I'm not sure
Yeah.
if this is related here.
Yeah, here's an example. But Kirandeep, can you give me a sentence? Should I go to that Google Meet window?
Kirandeep, are you able to unmute yourself and speak?
Yeah, I'm also thinking of some sentences. Just give me a second.
Yeah, Kirandeep, please share any sentence that you want. Okay.
Looks like she's trying to find a quiet place. She has some noise.
Okay. Just wait for a minute.
Or else, Deepa, you can go ahead. We can take it up later.
Okay. So now that we have seen how to apply conversational style writing, let us see some examples of conversational style writing. So Google Chrome help system is an excellent example for conversational style writing. Amazon also has a simpler conversational style writing. So I will just share the links. So can you see my screen?
Yes, Deepak.
Yeah. So if you look at this topic, the information is like to the point. View and delete Chrome browsing history. And this is something new that I have not found in regular documentation, but it is a very nice way of differentiating between devices. So how to clear your history? Just to the point. Not more, not less, but to the point. Whichever device you are using, you will just select it here and clear your history. So another change that I noticed from traditional writing to conversational style writing is that generally steps begin with action verbs. So in conversational style, it is not a mandate that you should start. You can write using action verbs, but here the emphasis is given on where you are doing that action, followed by the action. So it is all active voice and to the point. The sentences are simpler and to the point. So even the intro text is like the first 40 words, just the first, it's a short description containing 40 words that will actually show in SEOs like search engines. Here's another example of conversational style writing. So this is Amazon's track your package. And actually, here's a link that takes you directly to the product, like to your where you have to go and check. And then just says click. It is so simple and to the point, and even scrolling is like because there are a lot of links and the video above. Otherwise, it is just a simple topic. And I guess the readers will find it more easy to understand and to the point. They are not redirected to some page from which again redirected to somewhere else. And this is something I find in traditional writing where we give lot of related links and instead of explaining things then and there, we tend to send the user to a different topic and yeah, resulting in the reader being bored. Here's another example, LinkedIn, and look at this blog. See, it is all chunked into smaller topics, but you can see the way they have written the content here. Like they have used jargons, but yeah, it is all direct and to the point. So I have also shared a link to my blog where you can see two examples of conversational style writing. So here is another example that I would like to share with you. It's again track a shipment, but it's not Amazon. It's a different product. And if you see the information, if you look at the title, please feel free to share your thoughts. Sorry. Yeah, you can share your thoughts. Please unmute and share your thoughts.
Yeah, the first impression I got after looking that oh, this
Yeah.
is a very big process to track. There's so much I need to do to track, is it? Yeah, that's the impression I got looking at this.
Yeah.
I
So
need to
if you
read so
look at
much, and yeah.
so if you look at this information, see, look at the title first. Is it descriptive? No. Look at this paragraph. It says you may track the status of your domestic shipments. So this title itself says that it is tracking shipment. And if we write track a shipment in India, because if you look at the information below, it is about tracking shipment in India. And more or less this the documentation is related to Indian guidelines. So this particular information itself, the intro paragraph itself is unnecessary. That's what I feel. And again, if you see this international shipments destined to India for delivery, they may also be tracked. So the first four lines are again repeated down below. Enter the required waybill reference number. Again, if you look at the procedures here, you will find that they say that enter the waybill number again. So instead, it is just repetitive information. So if we can just remove this redundant information and retain only, see, it speaks about, sorry, it speaks about single and multiple waybills, both domestic and traditional, they may be tracked simultaneously. This is one information that is like unique. And you will receive immediate feedback on the status of your shipments. Yes. Okay. Now, how about this intro text? What do you feel about it? If you have shipped through this, you will have received a copy of your waybill. What do you think about this sentence? Okay, let me just show you how I have rewritten it so that you get better understanding of uh, how conversational style is applied. So here, if you can see the heading, it shows how to track shipments in India. And yeah, shipments can be tracked for a period of 45 days from the date of dispatch. So this again, international shipments destined to India can be tracked from the date of formal entry into India, and single or multiple waybills. The important information or unique information from that paragraph have been retained, which is going to previous slide. So that's just to show you that instead of using all 6 lines, I have only taken 2 lines that are unique here. And again, the intro text have been rewritten like you can start your shipment through the unique waybill number. That's it. And follow these steps. Because it is a procedure, I have changed the bullets to procedure steps. So can you share how you feel about this change in writing? Anyone, please. As a reader, how do you find reading the previous information and this information?
I feel like this one is very precise and brief, like compared to the previous one.
Deepa, this is very much clear and crisp.
Right. So if you have seen, the title has been extended to show the relevant region, and then the structure has been improved to provide better clarity, and readers see what they want to see. Like even if you look at our what our managers expect from us word count, it has been reduced from 303 words to 187 words. So this is something that will actually give you clear uh, analysis of what we are doing, right? So key takeaways from this session is that conversational style improves readability as it is simple and easier. Conversational style eliminates redundant information and avoids long blocks of text. It uses descriptive titles that match the relevant information and it gets to the point. Conversational style stands out in search engine results as they have improved SEO. Conversational style uses informal tone, direct speech, and active voice. It is easy to understand as it uses easy to understand words. Sorry. Conversational style uses easy to understand words. Hence, it makes the reader feel more connected. So, with this, I'll just share the references that I used for this set of slides. And yeah, time for action. Before that, to split the team into two teams. Just give me a minute. Let me stop sharing for a minute. Puneet,
Yes, Deepa. Pallavi is
yeah,
completed.
Yeah,
can
I'm
you help
here.
me? Yeah, Pallavi, can you help me split the team into two rooms? I am not able to see the
1 minute, 1 minute, Deepa.
option.
Okay. Um, have you created the rooms?
No, I'm not able to see the option to create the room.
Okay. Even surprisingly.
I think only host can see that option or something.
Yes, I guess. 1 minute. 1 minute, please. Please hold on, guys. We are just doing the needful. Please bear with us.
Yeah, while we are at it, can you please share your experience working in conversational style writing? Any of you?
Akash, you can unmute yourself and Okay, meanwhile, we are at it. So, as Deepa said, now after hearing what Deepa had to say about conversational style, do you think it is interesting? Do you think that we should follow the traditional style? That,
Maybe
Okay.
I,
yeah, yes.
yeah. So maybe I can share the experience or the outcome of the conversational writing, right? In a
Mm-hmm.
very simple way.
Yes, please
I
go ahead.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, definitely Adipa had shared it in a simple way. But what I'm trying to tell is we see that in everyday life, right? For
Right.
example, we pick up the everyday apps that we are using,
Mm-hmm.
be it grocery apps or travel like Uber, Ola, or Make My Trip, or any banking apps, or any apps you take, right?
Mm-hmm.
um, when we are ordering something on the app and then you are stuck with it, and that app is helping you to come out of it, and how seamlessly you are doing a transaction, that if you see all the today's apps, the messages or that they're trying to talk to us, you feel that you're talking to that particular the app as a person only when the app is having good messages. We don't feel like it's
Right.
some app, some technical thing, right? So
Yes.
that maybe recently I have come across one or two messages that one of the apps was giving, which I was not. I mean, I did not have a good experience. For example, I was trying to order something in the morning 6 o'clock, but the app
Mm-hmm.
store only opens at 7 o'clock, and in the
Mm-hmm.
morning 7 o'clock, and the message that I was getting is it only opens at 7 o'clock. You please try again at 7 o'clock in the next day morning. So I'm like, why next
Oh,
day morning? I can wait for just
yeah.
1 hour only.
Right.
So that is a conversational writing, and if the message is not right, how the experience is on the other side, how you can feel it immediately, is something that we can understand, and we can implement that also. Now that you know the pain of not having good conversation, when you are writing a you are writing something, you keep all these in your mind, and then we can write, and how we can improve the user experience the other side.
Mm-hmm.
So conversational writing is something recently, probably in the recent 1 year, I have been getting interacted or going close to it by seeing all these apps and how we can leverage all the
Mm-hmm.
pain points and what we need to think, because now we are on the other side, right? Someone has
Right.
written those messages and we are reading it. Now oh, this is the way even I write it. So is this how the user is feeling then? Then I have to change my writing.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's a lot of learning, and I fell in love with conversational writing these days. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful. That was a great experience.
Okay.
Any, yeah.
Yeah. So Pallavi and Deepa, rooms are created, but I'm not sure if Deepa will be able to get into both the rooms. So I'm just opening it. All the assigned persons will be moved to that room for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, the room will close and all will be automatically back to this place. Is that fine, Deepa?
Yes, Puneet. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And Deepa is
opening up.
going to take care of team one, and I'm going to take care of team two.
Okay, so I'm opening this up, and so within 10 seconds, all of you will be out of this room. Don't worry, after 15 minutes, automatically you will be back. So your effort will be that within 15 minutes, whatever Deepa and Pallavi tell in respective rooms, please try to complete that. Rest of the discussion will happen here. Okay, ready now.
Okay.
Thanks, Puneet.
Any
Excuse me, can you add me to one of the teams?
assigned you, Aishwarya, you should be moving to room 1.
Okay, hi everyone, this is Pallavi here, and I hope all of you were able to complete your assignment. Okay, over to you, Deepa. Yeah.
Thanks, Pallavi. Hi, everyone. Hopefully, you must have completed your write up by now. Can you just see my screen? Can someone confirm?
Yes, yes, we can see.
Okay. So, this is for team one. So, there are no changes in the first paragraph except that the intro text has been rewritten a little bit. And the information under the CS template. Again, I have chunked the paragraph information into bullet text. Do you have any questions till now? Team one?
Deepa, I have a question. So, if
Yeah, please.
I can, for the intro part, if I can make the heading to be slightly more,
Yes,
what do you call,
yes,
like
yes.
say, for example, PDF processes, publishing process, something. Can I just get away with the leading statement? Can I directly go to the bullet points?
Um,
If I can, like here are the steps to complete. So if the header is like a PDF processes publishing process per se,
yeah,
so it's understood to the user, right? So we can
yeah,
get
it
away with
is.
the leading statement.
It is, but again, as we are moving away from traditional writing, we still have to stick to basic writing standards like having a small intro before the bullet text, or a small intro before a table or an image. Uh, I guess it is more or less like, yeah, I understand it might look repetitive. That's the reason why I kept it crisp and sharp. Because again, if I say complete the PDF process, publishing process in the heading, then generally you can use a descriptive text, but you still need a small uh, heading. Probably, if you can just see me typing, you can just say follow these steps, or follow say steps
Yeah.
to follow,
Okay.
something like this. Just a
Hmm.
small intro before a bullet text or a table will actually improve the readability. Like if I just discard this off, see, look at this, how it looks.
Okay.
For the sake of readability, I understand, and if this is a descriptive title, then yeah, feel free to shorten this to a
Yeah.
smaller intro text.
Yeah. Got it.
But otherwise, I find this information to be very straightforward and to the point. So I have not changed this. Okay, over to the CSS template section. Even if you had kept it as a paragraph, it is still okay as long as you have used active voice. I have changed this to chunking because this is like, sorry, I'm just waiting. So if you look at these are three CSS files. So I have used this bullet point, and underneath I have kept a second level of list bullets because I find it more sensible to have it in bulleted list. But it is still okay to have it in a paragraph format as long as your sentences are simple and direct to the point. So with this, I will just move on to the next section, which is the uh, procedure section. I have discarded all the images here. I hope you also did the same. Um, one point to note here is one image had a no, not here. I guess it's the next section. Yeah. So most of the images are like dialog boxes, and I guess if I can show you how it looked earlier. So look at the images. It is just saying like uh, this is the open this publishing profile. So all and only the tasks or the only the steps have been retained. So this minimum after publish actions section, I guess this is part 2, right? This is activity 2. Am I right? This is still team 1. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. If you
Yes.
look at this, the heading is about minimum after publish actions, but the sentence begins with before published action. So I have moved it down. So it can also be presented as a note, but here I am just focusing on how to perform the minimum after publish actions. The follow the steps also can be changed. If you want, you can just remove it off. Just keep to perform the minimum after publish actions, create, add, and all that steps. And here again, set it to PDF. I changed it to set extension to PDF because the field name was extension there in the dialog.
Deepa, here verifying the antenna house path is, is a note or an important thing to be noted, or just it's a step to be followed?
It can be anything. If you want to focus on it, yes, you can just put. But in the original statement, they just wrote it as a normal step. So
Okay.
to verify that path is correct. So they have given the screenshot of how to verify, but yeah, when they if this is a developer who's reading this document, surely he knows how to verify the antenna, whether the path is correct or not. So we don't need a screenshot here to show.
Okay.
And in this particular screenshot, it is like until unless they have highlighted, you won't know whether it is a path or not. And yeah, it is going to take up space unnecessary. Again, this dialogue, if you look at this
So,
dialogue,
Deepa, when addressing to the audience, I mean, like novice and professionals or developers, do we need to insert a screenshot or not while we follow conversation style of writing?
yeah, generally we do not use these screenshots, I mean dialog boxes.
Okay.
But if it is code, which is like uh, instead of this verify the path, if it was a code, type this code or enter the following code, we will use it as a code
Okay.
under
Okay.
code formatting or as a code. Or if not, if it is not possible to entirely type the code, we present it as a screenshot. That's still okay, allowed, because in that place, in that location, it is important that the reader understands what code should go into the editor.
Okay.
But here it is verify the path. I'm sure they should be able to locate where the path is.
Yes.
So then additional after publish PDF, this intro text I have not changed it much, but this particular information I have removed it. The resulting action list can look like this. Why? They will be seeing it on the screen, right? Why should they see a screenshot of it? Okay, I'm sorry. So okay, this is the second team, right? EPS files to PDF. Okay, if your files, so again, all the images have been discarded, but here I have added the command line action that was available on the screenshot here. So here again, I have chunked it into, changed the paragraph into list bullets so that it is easy to understand or provide better clarity. And delete files, again, I have changed the intro information. And even this information has been like, it was a paragraph. The second step was a paragraph. So I just changed it to just say that the user can give better clarity. Let me show you how it was earlier. So this was the original sentence. Modify the before publishing VBS. For running Go script, so they are saying include all VBS files and they are emphasizing on two VBS files. One is ghostscript.vbs and the other one is the copy action. And then they are also suggesting that you can use a batch file instead of VBS. So this is taken care of here in these 3 steps. So include the Go script, use copy action, and use a batch file. I hope what I have written makes. Can you comprehend this? Please stop me if you have any. Okay, moving on to the next section. Same. This also has a similar procedure. I have chunked the paragraph into 2 list bullets. One change, instead of except, I should have used excluding the PDF. So this is a 3rd section. I think it's done. So can someone share your, I'll just stop sharing. Please share your, we'll make you presenter and you can show your work to us. Can someone volunteer, show us the content that you have rewritten? Okay.
No one?
In the
Can anyone volunteer, please?
Okay, in the interest of time, let's just move on
Yeah.
to the next section. Okay, here is an icebreaker. Please keep your notepads ready and just observe for 1 minute. We will show you a slide for 1 minute. Go ahead and read these words just once, and I will stop sharing in a minute.
Are you sharing something, Deepa?
Oh, sorry. Oh, you cannot see my screen. Is it? Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Let me share it again. Okay. You have a minute. Please write down the words you just saw on your notepad. Let's see how many words you can recall.
Oh God, as I'm writing, I can't go beyond 3 or 4 words. That's a good one, Tripti. 6. Though I cheated and read it twice, still I can't go beyond at the most 4. That to fourth one, I'm not really sure whether it's word also there. Memorize 9. Oh my God, I'm getting old. That means that's a good one. 5. Mekha 7.
Can you see my screen?
We can see only the last screen. How many words can you recall?
Okay, now you can see. Can you see this?
No,
You cannot see the screen, is it?
it's
Let
it's
me
stuck
stop
to
sharing.
the, yeah.
Okay, you have 1 minute time.
Oh, another one. This time I'm sure I'm going to do better.
Uh, Deepa, I want you to see that write down the words on your notepad and how many words can you recall? Is that the one you're sharing?
No, it's she's sharing another set of words, and it says memorize these words by reading them.
Oh, okay. So seems like there is an issue from my end.
Can someone say how many words you have found right now?
This time I could go to 5.
Cool. Yeah, 9. This I expected. You will be able to relate more words. Let me share the screen again.
Preeti, that's good one. 10.
So, so if you look at these words, they are all related by categories, military ranks, tree names, fruits, and then yeah, something about cloth, shoe, glove, hat, and metals, and again landscape and all that. So looks like in general the human brain tends to relate things together based on categories and remember them easily. So the difference between this slide and the previous slide is that though these are all 7-letter words, they were not related in any way. But in this slide, there is some sort of words belong to some specific categories. So in general, when you try to chunk or structure information, make sure that you tend to relate things together so that it is easy for the reader and for you to understand and comprehend the information. So before the reader reads your information, you read it as a what do you call, as the end user. You try to comprehend how the information is presented, structure it well, give right descriptive titles so that you are able to give the user a great experience. So here's another action. I'll have to go back. Just give me a second. I have to. Here is your second activity. Please download this file. Do not edit it directly. Download the file and try rewriting. As we are short of time, please just take 5 to 10 minutes and we'll get back. Instead of the slide, let me show you the document so that please read the information, comprehend it, and then present it. Rewrite. I'm really sorry we are short of time, so I will share this document with you, and probably can someone please say that if you can see my screen? Please confirm if you can see my screen.
Yes, Deepa, we can see the screen.
Okay, thank you. So, sorry for rushing it, but yeah, just wanted to show you the end product, how I rewrote it. So I just gave a common intro text, and then I chunked the information based on two categories. One is info scale benefits, and the other one is smart tire benefits. So this entire information in the first two paragraphs, they speak about info scale benefits, and this again speaks about smart tire benefits. So based on my understanding, I rewrote this in this format. Can someone share how you have written it, so that we can just whatever small information you have written? I'll stop sharing so that you can share yours.
Anybody would like to share the screen?
It is okay if you have written one paragraph or two paragraphs, just to okay, then let us close session. Thank you for your time. Please let me know if you have any questions.
Thank you so much, Deepa, for this workshop. I hope this was very insightful to all of you. And if you still need to work on those documents, and you can always reach out to Deepa. And that's her email and her LinkedIn ID as well. Okay, thank you for joining. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a good weekend. Thank you, Deepa.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone. Thank you so much for joining.
Bye.